finds his tight end. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fan.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Watson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying play action. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Second down, they'll run the read to the left. It's a foul on the play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash at 45 yards out. And the kicker delivers the...
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Porter. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Porter. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he pounds in the end zone. Touchdown.
And they take another look at the play. The officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Minnesota, 3.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear. A little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He plays 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with...
There he goes! Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Used the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy down. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Fights off the defender. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Looking for a push on 4th down. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Buckeyes are on the move.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Back open in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. After a short gain, picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than...
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead.
Minnesota, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Baker. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Finding open areas. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10.
And 1st down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Run it with the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Got a little space. Plows through the defense. They make the stop running 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Minnesota has it back in the Gopher offense's field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Hines is back in the middle.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for them, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. down. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Spins away from the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. And he'll haul it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play to this offense. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick completion on the out. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. He's looking to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the defense stopped him again on second and goal. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The improvise. The finishing touch. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after Inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense will take the field first. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all offseason, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. And the heat gets off. They knock it down at the 45.
Well, the quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time. It makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The play action fake. Lofts one high and deep. He is lucky to get that one back. The last thing you want is to turn it over on an opening drive. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
Yeah, and I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it.
Touchdown, Ohio State. They grab the early lead. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
They just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
They're going to ride this running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going right to work up top. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside and get them the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. The incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big noise in the big house with this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Trying play action. Quick completion on the outbound. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. It's complete to the right.
how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Virginia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about it first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Reese Ford. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking up. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll start this drive with a pass. Find space on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
Out of bounds at the 38. First down for the offense.
Lost a throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
The AT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Michigan, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that point.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before that.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's caught. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Lost to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. The third and short. Third down play from the gun. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum of this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Ready to try the point
kicker
after.
on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Michigan 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The catch in the middle, it's Jones. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Porter. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense will quickly use the timeout. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Snap in the middle. It's Priestor. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking downfield on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. They're still trailing on, but now you cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, you come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into half.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it sticks him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for the second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost the fire on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play. Really running there, getting home, getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped and it'll be pulled down from the 23. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He's going to lose a yard on that. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Powell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Offense working from the pistol. He'll start this drive firing. Wide open downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee.
They'll run it from the gun.
Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's moving out of the pocket. Got the first down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Good enough for
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
31, Michigan 14.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Searching forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Powell. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Michigan! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
A lot of times you see those receivers as soon as they go by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball is thrown perfectly out front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Brings up 2nd down.
Grabbed behind the line, and it's Porter. And just a short, safe pass waited to pick up a few. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense.
Down coming.
They'll try to run for it. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Other scores from around the country.
Quarterback on the keep. Oh, and he gets it back. So you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down. Makes that tough. Moves past the defense, and now it's fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Michigan offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cleescore. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete. I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
45 on the play. First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Sends it downfield. And is knocked away. An incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that apart. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. You know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Brings up third down.
Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, a fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Any chance to make this happen. They had to score a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. The game may be the best rivalry in college football of this year, but the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay time to figure out where. Now for the fun part. Here, you'll create a Congratulations.
championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side? Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football. National championship at stake. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's brought the feet out the 12. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense is on the field for the first time today. The reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to experience the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers
to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Catch made on the sideline, and he stays in bounds. The Rebels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Throwing up play action. Lets it go quickly. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. At the end of the first down.
Coming into this national championship, really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with them.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The Rebels moving quickly down the field here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Rebels line up on 1st and 10.
There's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
And they'll run out of bounds. Picking up 3 yards on the play. The Rebels are in the red zone. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. First down and goal. On first down, it's play action. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They strike first in this national title bout. We certainly need explosive plays to that was a long, winding scoring run.
And think about this is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
7-0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Clemson Tigers offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program. Hopefully they play well today.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. Big throw caught on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. The Tigers will hustle to the line to win the hurry-up offense.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The game is 2 wet, so it's 2nd and 8. Receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's an outright The catch made. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. Play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Even a first down throw. Even for some heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's second down. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. This time a completion. They bring him down, but not before gaining that first down yardage to the 22. Looking to throw it again. And it's caught. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line. First and goal now, a chance to get blood after allowing the open touchdown. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Clemson. They begin to fight back for this championship game. So a really methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The big tackle at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. In the first play of the drive, now they got on the 17-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards and sets up a nice 2nd and 2. So crank up the tempo. Now we run a draw play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll try to move the G2 on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Rebels will send the punt team on the field. He's on to boot it away now. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And the defense swarms not much of a game on it. So some early trauma here. More time. 7-1. Take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jacobs. They make the stop. Not before a solid game that time. So first and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He rolls it. That's a big game today. Clemson getting set for the first and 10 now. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline, try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Offense will set up on first and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Jacobs. She makes it 7. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. Can't put it down over the middle. It's incomplete. Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. He'll hand it off. Spins away from defenders. And the runner steps out of bounds, but the runners have enough yardage to pick up the first down. After a clutch conversion on 4th down, let's see if they keep feeding the running back here. Bringing pressure. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tigers. No connection there for 6 points.
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver. I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
14, Ole Miss, 7.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 14. Now great field position to start the drive. The Rebels offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Receiver brought down for a short pitch and catch. The Rebels hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And he'll pick up the first down. It's time at the 27. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Now it's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Watkins. The defense all over. He stopped it right at the line. An important third down attempt for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Watkins. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. They told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down and in the ball.
Looking to throw yet again. A deep shot to the right. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete. Second down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
It's the 2-minute timeout. It's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Folks, we hope you enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you can hope for on this biggest stage in the national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time they hit a point with the review. Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. The pass rush closing in. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open downfield. get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
I love this defense when they man some man coverage in his face. When you do that, that's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. A good combination, good coverage, and good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
A sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Now there's one out quickly spend the timeout. Clemson getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Offense stops the clock with the 2nd timeout. Tuck strategy. And the Tigers are in the red zone now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pause in play here as the offense takes a timeout. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They were back there to start the drive. Get some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. PAT makes it a 7-8 lead. So the offense gains some momentum before halftime in the touchdown. Well, they take off and hope from the defense and get a quick stop. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes in lead. Bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Quarterback's got it on the option. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll hand it off. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch by the cross the middle by the running back. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice game getting close to the midfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here in the field.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half.
The Rebels will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And a chance right away here in the 2nd half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Defense surrounds him. Just a short game on that completion. 2nd down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Then pick up the 1st down. He's brought back at 21. All set it down after that completion.
And 1st down for the offense.
first down. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short game of the ball. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. He's intercepted. He's stopped in front of that bullet. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. First down. We're going to throw the football. Deflected by the defense and incomplete. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Defense is coming after him. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure. Took a hit. Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. He makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It went 1st and goal right there. And the quarterback is going to make a play through the air. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. O-line formation for the defense. Play action, looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return. And the pick ends there.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a quarterback keeper. He shreds the tackle. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29-yard line. 2nd down after that down the previous play. Big throw. That's an RPO on the left side. And he's out of bounds after gain. Take some yardage. 1st down and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Chris, let's take a look at this quarterback. He just got hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. He's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting a lot of fireworks in this game.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. The defense grabs him after the completion. It's just short of the 1st down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's coming to it. Here's enough for a 1st down. They've got it. They convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going.
Good enough for 1st down.
First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled after the game, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Third down coming up.
So Clemson has the lead now. He's made it for the 3rd break. Reached the end of the 4th quarter. This national championship battle that has moved up to the height before the final period. Let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays that counts the most. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Near the sticks. It's Jacobs. Tackle made on the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
This drive has already taken more than 4 minutes off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. The Tigers keep the line for the first set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Offside defense.
The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. They'll try to run this one in. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. 2nd down. And they're trying to punch it in here. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. Hunnicutt with a sweep. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yes, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Extra point.
Extra point up and in. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
28. Ole Miss 14.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards into the end zone. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not in great field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. That pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to pass here. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. The Rebels come back to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch downfield. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Rebels. They were not going to catch him that time. Here we go. National championship game. 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
They're setting out to try the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Got momentum at the to score that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
28, Ole Miss, 21.
And the kickoff will be returned. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play plan? But a move and he's free. And the play is good enough for a first down and move the ball to the 44. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they finally stop him, but a decent play that time. Game makes it second and medium. Grinding away on the ground. Slams right into the wall. They got it for Ross.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's third down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Gets paid on the outright. That's out of bounds after a solid game. They bring it back, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quick pass, the catch is made. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here comes play number 6 on this drive. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Defensive play brings up a fourth down. Coach chooses to go for a field goal. This is important. A chance to extend the lead deep here in the fourth quarter. Makes it look easy. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So it'll be a touchback ball spotted at the 25. The powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. National championship game comes down to this. They've got to get points right now. Serious urgency. The short completion of the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be back forward of the marker. We reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency. Trying to come up with a miracle late here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. On third down, he drops to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. He's brought down just short of Mark Bryant. Good job by the defense. Make the first down. He's throwing for it on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. Turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on down.
It's big through formation. Quarterback will kneel down. That's it. It's official. We have a national championship. Brought down in the isolation, but who really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get that out of them.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back.
it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win?